I would like to welcome you all back to a new Car Rising Credit. I am actually at the airport right now doing Car Rising Credit. But anyways, I wanted to make a video, and I wanted to make this video about, why your credit score is bad. Because a lot of people don't understand why their score may be bad. Some people believe that their score is bad because, they have a student loan or they have a mortgage or things of that nature. You can still have a good credit score with those things, And I'm not sure if a lot of people understand that, but you can still have a good credit score with a mortgage, with a student loan, even with credit cards. Two main things probably have a lot to do with why your score is bad if you do have a bad credit score. Number one, you're not cutting down on the amount of debt that you have. So your debt to credit ratio is probably pretty high. In fact, it's a high possibility that your debt to credit ratio is high. So you need to get your debt to credit ratio up. Number two is probably your utilization is too high. Utilization, as you know, that's when you have credit cards, and that's the percentage of your credit limit that you're using. So let's say you have a credit limit of 10,000. If you're using 5,000 of that 10,000, your utilization is 50%. You don't want to have a 50% utilization. If you're using 1,000 of that 10,000, that means your utilization is 10%, which is a pretty good number, But some people don't have a number in that area. But anyways, sorry for the plane going above. 1 second. But anyways, those two things are probably what's holding your score up. Your utilization and your debt to credit ratio, the amount of debt that you have. So you want to get your debt down. That's very important to do, to get your debt down. A lot of people have this misconception that I always talk about on here, where they believe that debt equals a higher credit score, but it doesn't necessarily work like that. In fact, it works in the opposite. Yes, you have to create debt in order to have a good credit score. That's just how the system works. It doesn't suck. I mean, everyone can have their own opinion on that, but there's ways around it, But yes, you have to be good at managing your debt in order to have a good credit score. If you are not good at managing your debt, you will not have a good credit score. So the key is to manage your debt, manage how much you're paying off, on your debt. You want to make sure that you're paying it down in a timely manner. Let's say you got a car note. You want to make sure you're paying your car note on time. Double up and triple up your payments if you can. It's all up to you. But you want to make sure that you're paying on time and you're paying frequently. That'll help your credit score a lot. And a lot of people don't tend to do that. They tend to have late payments. That hurts. They tend to, not pay at all. That hurts. You don't want to do those things. You want to get in the habit of making on-time payments and frequent payments. Now, what I mean by frequent payments is the same thing I just said. Try to pay, double or triple if you can. Recently we had the stimulus checks go out. You have PPP loans. You have all types of things where people have got a hold of money, extra money, in the year 2020 and 2021. People were able to get a hold of extra money. So that was able to put more money in people's pockets. Not only that, people were able to get tax breaks as well. So some of that money can be and should be used towards paying down your debt, because like I stated, that will help your credit in return. And you all know of the things that you can use your credit for. It's multiple things that you can use your credit for. It's not just, to get a car. Of course you could get a house, but like I always tell people, a good credit score can also be used as a plan B. So you want to make sure you pay down your debt, and you want to make sure you start perfecting. I call it perfecting. You want to start perfecting your utilization. Get your utilization down. Get it under 15%. Honestly, 10% if you want to be a pro with it, but 15%, getting it under 15% should get you in a good spot. Like I always tell people, these credit cards are not your money. You know, that's the financial institution money. If it's with Amex, that's Amex money. If it's with Bank of America, that's Bank of America's money. So you want to get in that mindset of realizing and knowing that, you know, it's not your money. That belongs to the financial institution or the bank. So you want to manage it like that. Would you go off and take someone's money that lets you borrow something, and they only let you borrow a specific amount? Let's say someone gives you $100 and they tell you to bring back, you know, 80. You can only spend 20. Are you going to spend the whole 100? If you do, you're probably someone with bad character, because you're only supposed to spend 20 and bring back 80. Well, look at it the same way with these credit card companies. They're giving you a whole $100 bill to break, but you're going to bring back their $80. Do not spend more than what you're supposed to. If you look at it that way, and you get in the habit of managing your utilization and your debt, your score is going to start to improve. I don't care if you do have a home loan or a car loan or credit cards or anything. Once you get into fixing those two things and managing those two things correctly, you'll start to see your score improve, and you'll also start to see, you know, your credit report getting better, and you'll get approved for more things, such as, you know, maybe loans, or, you know, credit cards, or see some credit card limit increases. It all plays a part. It's like a domino effect. But anyways, I'd like to thank you all for listening. I ask that you will like and subscribe. Thank you for following Water Your Soil. Water your soil.